welcome back to All the Planner Things. I'm Marie.
And I'm Rosa, and we are in season 4.
I cannot believe we've made it 4 seasons.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been 4 seasons.
I can't believe it's been 3 seasons and we're starting our 4th.
I know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But see, we're there.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about, but you guys. But yes, I can't believe it. Season 4, we're back and ready to keep on planning. So much to talk about.
So much to talk about. So I guess we should just jump right into like the biggest planner, not event, but phenomenon.
I would call it an event. I mean, in the planner world, and especially for those who are waiting for it every year, it's a big thing. It's the
Hobonichi Techo release.
Yes, that was all the talk in the last few weeks, right? Especially last week. Then I went down the rabbit hole.
I mean, for me, it's been like last few, I don't want to say monmonths, but
it has been a few weeks of like anticipating it all. And then now that it's finally happened, there's more talk. Because I was actually waiting for it too, just to see. I want to keep being a Hobonichi girl. But there was talks about pricing and because, you know, importing it all and tariffs and this and that. And so I was watching it intently and waiting for it intently. Although I forgot about the time change. So I was literally waiting for September 1st until you told me it's September 1st.
In Japan.
So you can go look at it.
It was 7 p.m. West Coast U.S. time the day before. So the 31st of August.
Yeah. But I forgot.
That's okay. I was at a show. My family loves musicals, and I mean, I do too. And we were watching Anne Juliet when it was in its LA location, and it was such a good show, by the way. Oh my gosh, so fun. But the terrible thing is I was like in my seat, and the show was supposed to start at 7, and the release was at 7.
Oh my goodness.
And I do not want to be that person in the audience on my phone, obviously. So I'm like, okay, usually they're a couple minutes late when they start a show, especially because they hadn't filled in the whole audience yet. So I'm just like, refresh the whole time. I'm like, okay, what's going to happen first? Am I going to get to my item or is the show going to start? Because then I'm not going to look until, you know, intermission.
Yeah.
So luckily, I had kind of planned out a few different shops that I wanted to use because I know you had told me you looked at the Hobonichi direct site from Japan, and between all the shipping and taxes and tariffs and everything, it was probably going to be cheaper to use a US site. So I had like 3 different shops loaded, and I just kept refreshing them.
Sorry.
Oh, charming. It's okay. It's fine. So yeah, so I finally, it loaded, and I checked out, and I decided, okay, then I had to figure out, wait, what am I buying for next year? So I know I want my cousin because cousin is so important. It is my everything. It is like my memory planner. It is my work planner. It is my personal planner. It is like the holy grail right now of everything. So, but I knew I could get a cousin anywhere pretty much after launch. Like I didn't care about the specific covers. There were a few that I really liked, but I was like, I just need the book. And we're going to be going to a LA planner event that there will be a booth by Hobonichi, FYI. So we'll talk about that later. So I was like, I can buy that then. But I knew there were certain covers and designs of different other books that were going to sell out. So that's what I was like really intently getting. So I think you've seen on my Instagram that I keep a A6 Hon in my purse as my purse planner, and just kind of like random catch-all of notes and sort of journaling and sort of just random things. But it's nice and small, and I take it with me everywhere. But then I also have been using the weeks as like a health and budget and kind of like other things, just randomly planner. So when I saw this week's, you guys, oh my gosh, I thought it was so beautiful. It's a Kyohei Sakaguchi, and it's just gorgeous. Like, I saw this, and I was like, I want that one, and I'm afraid it's going to sell out. So this is the one I got it. I ended up getting it on JetPens because JetPens has a really great low free shipping amount. So I think the cost of the planner was already hitting me above free shipping. So that was great. So it came out as a very affordable option. So I was excited. So I clicked buy, and I got my order in right before the show started. So
wow.
Then I could relax.
You were fast. Ninja fingers.
Yeah, total ninja fingers. And then like I had to decide like, well, what about other things that I wanted, accessories I wanted. There was like a really pretty notebook that I wanted to get.
Oh, okay.
But I said, you know what? No, it's not going to happen right now. I can always try to get it later if it's available.
Okay.
So that was my Hobonichi release story.
See, I don't know if I was in denial or in disbelief or didn't think it was really going to be that much of a difference, because I always buy my Hobonichi straight from there.
Yeah.
And it usually comes right away. Like, it doesn't even take a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty inexpensive. And somehow I always, like, it's great. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to freak out. I'm going to wait for the launch and actually, and all I want, because that's all I ever buy is, the cousin as well. That's the closest I've come to planner piece, even though this year we've had our discussions, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, about how might not have so much planner piece right now, but I still want to continue with it because that's it gives me the most of what I want. So I went in, added to cart. That's all I wanted. No cover, no nothing. Lord have mercy. Mm-hmm. I think you tack on tariffs and the shipping and everything, it was more than the planner. Yeah. And so I was like, that's a nope. Yeah. This is just a notebook. Like, I can't justify that. So then you told me about jet pens. Mm-hmm. So I went to the Amazon first, the Amazon one, because you had to send me the link there. And I was like, okay, this is doable. This is like within the range of a planner. I could do that. And then I think Jet Pens had it for like $1 less. I haven't bought mine yet because, as we all know, I have to wait still. And we are going to this event, so I haven't bought mine yet. But one thing I haven't told you that I'm kind of telling everybody else, I might be getting a Weeks as well. I kind of just decided that recently. I got to see if it's going to work. I need a physical financial planner again. Mm. I've been doing it all digitalized. And I can't. I need to see it. Like, I can't have to wait to go to the computer. I can't trust my phone anymore because my eyes are going. Especially after work. We work a lot on computers. So after work, everything is pixelated to me. I feel like my eyesight's not that great. Like, I can't see the little numbers. Okay, I admit it, I'm old. I need my glasses. Even my glasses don't work. So I'm like, I need a physical planner that I can carry in my purse, that I can look at and just track my finances again, because I'm big on that. I've always been big on that. I always used to have a separate planner. It used to be, I used to follow, I always had Gem Plans format and all that. But now I'm like, I need something portable, because I couldn't take that everywhere either. I need something portable. And the more I looked at your Weeks, and the more I kept looking at it, I'm like, I can do this. I don't need like the A6 one. That's very thick. That's a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. But a Weeks, like, all I need is like when things are due, and daily, whatever I'm going to do, daily spending, stuff like that. I think that will work. So I'm getting a Weeks as well. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But as of right now, I think that's what I'm getting. I'm sticking with the cousin, and I'm getting a Weeks, which is like, wow. This is the most soonest I think I've ever decided on a planner, right?
Probably. Because even in previous years, when she's like, I know I'm going to use a cousin, it still takes her a while to commit.
Like, because I wait till like November, December. I think I always order in December. I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, how can you wait? We have stuff to put in. I'm like, but you never know. Something might come up.
Like a different planner might catch your eye.
So here's my issue. Not so issue. The Weeks. Mm-hmm. The weekly layout. I don't know if it's a me issue. Is it a user issue? Or I wasn't using it as much. Mm-hmm. But I do need to see the week.
Oh, you mean the weekly spread in your cousin?
The weekly spread in my cousin. So I was having an issue with that. I'm like, well, maybe there's just too much going on. Mm-hmm. I love the daily part because, daily to-do list, memory plan, what have you. And the monthly, which also realized I didn't look at because it's all together. But yes, I know that at least I put all the events in there, and then I just go back and like, oh, today. So I was having an issue of like remembering things. But then I'm like, no, I think that was a user issue. It was just me. But I am putting a lot of my work stuff in there now. And I have a lot of things. And they don't always fit in my meetings.
Hmm.
And of course, it doesn't have to align with the hours, but you know me, it does. And so that's the only issue I have right now. I'm like, should I get a separate one for work? Then we all know how that works out. And there's too many planners to keep up with. Should I just get over it and that it doesn't match the hours? Because there's just like a lot of like events. Okay, my meetings, sometimes I have a 10:45, but it's only 15 minutes. And then I have like...
Oh, another one like
Yeah,
11.
at 11.
So, yeah.
And it's so close together. Or, I have a lot of back-to-back. And then it ends up being at 3. And I'm like, that doesn't match. It's not at 3 o'clock.
So what I do when that happens is that I put like a bigger sticker block. And then like on the sticker, I will write like 10:30, blah, 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 10:45, blah, blah, blah. Just like all in the little block that takes like between 10 and 11 or so.
Yeah, you know what? I actually was thinking of that as I was preparing for this. I was getting ready and I was like, oh, I could do that. Like random, because this is what randomly pops into my head when I'm getting ready and doing dance offs with myself. And I'm like, maybe I should just I've noticed people put a sticker and then just write the times. So I could do that. So that was my only iffy thing about it. But other than that, I've been very happy with the cousin. I love the dailies. I love the memory planning. So
yeah, and I think I'm gonna try to not have an A6 for next year for now, because I find myself like duplicating my memory planning a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Which is like too much. Like we all know that I cannot juggle that many planners that well for too long. So while I liked having, kind of like a daily page to put random notes and lyrics to K-pop Demon Hunters. Such a good movie too.
Definitely. That's what I was singing while I was getting ready.
But like there's so many pages on the dailies that I'm not using at all. So then I thought about getting a day free. And then I was like, you know what? The weeks has like a whole bunch of note pages in the back. So I mean, they're not dated or anything, but there's plenty of note page back here. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to get my cousin as my big catch-all for everything. And then my weeks will go back to being my health, my financial, and then also now my purse planner. My purse is a little bigger too. So I think it has a little more room. And then I'm going to have to put my clear cover on top of this because I do not want to mess up that gorgeous art.
That one's really pretty.
But, when we make it to that... falling planners.
The ring's like, what about me?
I know.
You still love me.
I kind of honestly miss using a rings. Like, it was just so fun to like be able to pop different things in that you want. But it's heavy. Oh my gosh, guys, it's heavy.
I think I was just talking about having a ring. I remember when I was using the ring. Was mine that size too? It looks kind of big.
I think yours was an A5, but it was smaller than this.
Okay. Because that one looks kind of big.
I mean, this is technically an A5, but it just...
Is it the cover?
It takes, yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but like, I feel like your A5 was just like slightly bigger than the cousin. I think you had like one of the very first print impression planners. Is that the rings one that you had? You had like had like almost this color, wasn't it?
Yeah, I actually got it off Amazon.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it was an Amazon one.
Okay.
And I love the inserts I would use. It was from Light Planner Action, I believe. No.
Lights Planner Action?
It was a mixture of those, their dailies, and a mixture of cloth paper. Cloth and paper. It was, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I love making the dividers. I even bought a font that I really liked. God, people really think I'm stalking her. It's also Gem Plans. Because I love her writing and I hate mine. And so, like, I love the customization of it all. You can put whatever you want. Like, it was your planner.
Yeah.
Like, it was exactly like how you wanted it. But it does get heavy. The rings get heavy.
Yeah.
And it's wider. It's the same size, but somehow it feels wider.
I just feel because of the ring contraptions, like that it just takes up more space around the actual pages.
Exactly. So then you have the where you hole punch also. So you don't have that space. So it was nice. We loved you. You served your purpose at the time. But but now we like her.
I know. And
like
it's so I'm sorry, we've moved on. Like, yeah, I used to get Agendio inserts, and you can customize those like crazy,
Oh, I
too.
remember those.
And so I
That was
remember
all
that.
of
And I
them.
got like really thick paper, too, because I didn't want any shadowing or bleed through or anything. Which was crazy because that's before I even used fountain pens, but I was still worried about bleed through and things on regular pens, which anyways. But yeah, and I just I liked all the customizations, but it was just too heavy. And I just love the Tamoy River paper. It's just like you can have this giant book of stuff. And I mean, it would be less heavy if I didn't have the cover on it and a clip
So
and all sorts of
chunky.
stuff.
Is this year's?
This is this year's, yeah.
Look at this. Well, you all know that but look at the chunks. I'm still back planning though.
Yeah.
Back memory planning.
I think that's the thing is that I've been putting a lot more like tip-ins. That's what you call it, right? Yeah, when you have like things that
I don't
like
know.
you
I was gonna ask you what that means. English is not my first language. And I don't know the word. I'm
like here's like a postcard from a show. And so like I washi sheet it so I could have just a little bit there. And you're the one who taught me how to do this.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
That's me.
Yeah, and then just like lots of photo-y type things and stuff. So that's why it's very chunky.
We're gonna have to do a flip through one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get very private sometimes about stuff, but
I will probably be doing a flip through.
Rosa is an open book.
I am.
I am a semi-open book. But
I love it.
Yeah. Like I know Julie's plans. One of those.
Julie.
Hi, Julie. I love you, girl. Oh my gosh. I love watching her stuff. But she was talking about lately how she hasn't been posting as much of her flip throughs lately because it's given her more like peace, not sharing everything on the internet because she was somebody who shares a lot of stuff. And so I think she's still sharing a lot, but not everything. And just being able to have like a little bit of privacy has been helping her. And I was like, oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I can understand that. It's when I used to post my spreads.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me anxiety because is it pretty enough?
Oh,
is it like it doesn't look like everybody else's on the Instagram, you know? And then if it was just stickering too, like is it enough stickers? And I, we all know I don't use a lot of stickers. And if it's when I was writing, then it's my handwriting. Mm-hmm. So I really don't do a lot of I don't do the weekly spreads anymore just because I plan as I go now and I don't have the time. I haven't been doing a lot of posting. So I understand that though. Like it was a little more freeing like, oh, don't worry, I don't have to make it pretty for the gram. So I can understand that.
It just has to be useful. And then like, I don't know, I just get paranoid maybe a little bit. Like that's why all my spreads on Instagram are all before the pen because I'm like, well, I can show off how I'm using the layout, but I don't necessarily want everybody to know all my business.
I write so big that sometimes I have to shorthand everything. So even I sometimes forget what my code is. So I really doubt anyone else is going to like crack my code.
I just was remembering this one time that you're like, what does this word say and what does it mean? And I'm like, I don't know.
Because I abbreviated it and it was supposed to trigger a memory because that's how I used to take notes. Like I would shorthand something and it would trigger a memory, except the memory ain't working no more. So yeah. So so if I can crack my own code,
right,
we're fine.
Yeah,
we're fine.
Totally
totally don't look at the alphabet there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we've been talking about this event that we're going to be attending in October.
I'm excited.
You want to talk about it?
No, you do it.
Okay. It's called Bungu LA, and it's going to be at Union Station on October 11th and 12th. And I'm really excited. There's going to be a whole bunch of vendors.
Yes. We haven't gone to right? We haven't gone to an event in a bit.
And it's been a while.
And this is a new one. We've never been to this. I don't know if it's new.
I think it's their first one.
I think it's their first one. We heard it through other Hobonichi users. And we're like, what's this? And so we're like, let's just go. Let's just go and see. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see all the planner stuff they have, all the stationery. It's going to be fun. I like that it's in Union Station. It's an interesting vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like super excited. I think Bungu, I don't know if it's the same company that puts it on, or if it's a similar word or something. But I want to say it's a huge stationery fest in Japan.
Okay.
So I think that's the inspiration for the one here in LA. And so I'm really excited. And I'm really excited to go somewhere that has like all the Hobonichi stuff, like to have Hobonichi as a vendor and you can see everything right there in front of you.
I might come back with my planner, y'all. Or 2.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
And my covers. I should start saving.
Yes, that's very true. Yes.
Like having my little fun money right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't wait to tell you about that after it happens.
Yes, we have
we'll take video, pictures, all the fun stuff.
We have an exciting season coming up. We have quite a few things, and that's one of them. So we hope you enjoy it, and we hope we see some of you guys there. Yeah. If you do, come on up and say hi.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you guys know that I've been loving using fountain pens, and then maybe you saw my most recent purchase. I love this one. This is by Benu pens, and this one is called Moonstone, and it's supposed to actually have parts of actual moonstone inside. And it came with a whole little like brochure thingy about properties and histories of moonstone, that kind of thing. I just think it's like super pretty.
It's so pretty.
So I'm really excited. And I actually just got a new converter that I haven't had a chance to change out yet. And then it'll be silver, because right now this has like a black tip on the end of it, because it's just a standard converter thing, but it'll be silver. And so I think it's going to go with the aesthetic a little bit more.
I call it her Cinderella pen because it reminds me of Cinderella.
I don't know how well you can get all the blues and whites on camera, but it's just it's super pretty. So yeah, still going down the fountain pen rabbit hole, but guess who I brought with me?
So I tried her pen, and I think she gifted me a pen. She gifted me the black one. Mm-hmm. Right there, it is Preppy?
It's a platinum Preppy.
Preppy, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I liked it so much, but I use blue ink. For those who don't like blue ink. For work and stuff. And so I bought myself one too. And so I told her, oh my God. So I have a little planner bag where I have my planner and the pens I use. Literally, I have the Hobonichi pens. I have because I like the different colors. I have the erasable one because it has different inks that, I color code and I can erase. And then these two, these are my go-tos. Like those are my go-to pens. They're officially part of the group. Yeah. And I'm like, it's so exciting, but at the same time, like I have so many other pretty pens.
That's the hardest thing, is that I love my Pengems. Love them, love them, love them. But now that I'm using my fountain pens, I haven't been using them. So Pengems just had a release called Alma Mater. Mm-hmm. Is it still available?
I don't know. It says shop now. So
okay.
Let's shop.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, it is still available.
Ooh, okay. So it comes with a pen, a journal, a wax seal, I think.
This is a dark red crystal pen with gold crystals inside, a small journal with a brass corner finishes, a mercury glass motif with an old books tea light candle, a wax seal from Pengems University, academia, say that word.
Ephemera.
English is not my first language. Stickers for the margins and read that.
Oh, a Damon Frères Earl Grey tea sachet.
Ooh, nice. That was not even English. I'm sorry. I swear I'm literate.
Girl can speak like 3 languages, so like
I need coffee. But yeah, it
came with a lot, and so it's all one set for what is it, $36? Yeah. And so I really loved it because I want to support Pengems. I really love them as a business, but I didn't need another pen.
See how I just had it to cart?
Add to cart. Okay.
The more I looked at, like at first she's like, I'm like, you don't need it, you're fine. It's fine.
She was talking me out of it.
But now that we're reading it, I'm like, wait a minute, this is kind of cute. But no.
It is. I love the Pengems University stamp.
Yes.
It's so cute.
Can we buy that separately?
No. And so that's the thing I actually put on the Facebook group. Mm-hmm. I said, because people were like, oh, can I just buy the pen by itself? And I was like, can I buy the other stuff by itself?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, we'll pass it along and we'll see if there's extras. Maybe they'll break up kits, but
okay.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
It's never guaranteed. But yeah, because I do love all this. And it had like little stickers.
Yeah,
it was pretty.
It's very nice.
I love, anything books and academia. Like, oh my gosh, that's such my jam.
Why did the tea convince me?
The tea is so cute. And the little votive,
little
candle, so
and the
pretty.
seal.
Yeah. So, anyways,
but all my Pengems are still packed away.
Oh,
they're still in a box. They're all packed away.
Mm-hmm.
My project is still a work in process. I don't even think you can call it that because I've not been working on it.
You've been busy.
Yeah, that is true.
And work's been busy.
Yeah. It's still there. I mean, eventually, maybe once it's out of the box and like I have it all prettied up, and then I can switch it out easier. I do miss my Pengems and looking at them. But
I do still keep one. I think I still have one on my. Yeah, I still have a Pengems hiding on my cousin.
I actually have one. I like that one. I have a notebook for school. Kids are back to school. Mom's back in business. So I have a notebook, and it's actually a Pengems notebook.
Oh, nice. It's
one of them from when they did their Nutcracker release.
Oh, yes. It's like a pinkish
with a ballerina in the front. It has very thin paper. And then I have a Pengem in there that matches it. So that's what I use when I go to school meetings or when I'm planning stuff. That's what I use. But that one pen, I actually haven't changed out the ink because usually I change it to a little finer. The points. This one's it comes to 0.7, right?
I think the new ones are all coming with the 1.0, but I'm not sure.
1.0.
They used to come with a 0.7.
No. They come with a 1.0.
Oh, okay.
And I use because you used to use a 0.5.
Yeah.
So I use the in between, the 0.7. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
So this one still has a 1.0. So it's a big difference from the Hobonichi pen, and it's a big difference from the fountain pen. And so I'm like, I feel like I write bulkier. So I'm like, I'm just going to change out the ink because I have a lot of inks. So. Yeah. So see, I still use you. I love you. I love you still.
If you could make a fountain pen, Pengems, we would be in heaven. Like, I think the barrel would probably have to be a little bit bigger.
Oh.
And then, I don't know how it would. If there's some way we could insert, like, the cartridge or something between all the sparkles.
Oh.
Just think of how cool, like, you could fit it all, and it would just be a fountain pen. I don't know. It probably would have to be slightly bigger of a pen, to be honest. Although these pens are pretty small.
Yeah,
these platinum Preppies. Yeah, they're pretty skinny. Oh well, this one's a chunker.
It's a chunker.
This one's a pretty chunker. Like, I don't know how much you can tell, but yeah. But yeah, and I have noticed that I write differently holding different sized pens because I have some like that too. I have a lot of pens.
You do have a lot.
Probably seen if you saw our little bonus summer episode of all the pens.
She really did go down the rabbit hole.
I did. It's so, I don't know. I mean, I like to think I'm not the only one who like gets really excited about something, and then like all of a sudden, next thing you know, I have like everything about that whatever thing is.
I think as planners and stationery lovers everywhere, we can all relate because there is sometimes where you just end up buying. Like, remember when I went through my stamp phase, even though I've never used a stamp in my life?
Oh, what happened to all your stamps?
I don't have a lot, but I did buy a couple. And I've never used them.
Have you seen my stamp collection?
Yeah.
Again, I got all excited about stamps, and I bought a lot of stamps.
I'm actually looking at stencils again. Okay, so I've always been, I think it's Christiane, who has this real cool stencil. I've always wanted it. But I think it only fits for this size planners. What are these size? For lack of a better word, like a Recollections EC size planner. And yeah, and so I don't know how that would work with a Hobonichi. So I'm on the hunt to see if there's like stencil specific for Hobonichi.
Oh yeah, I think Hobonichi makes stencils.
Oh, don't tell me that. Yeah, but I can't buy direct anymore.
On Jet Pens.
Oh,
and other stationery stores. I keep saying Jet Pens just because that's the one I end up using. But I was looking at others like Yoseka in New York. I just started shopping. I actually discovered them because of ink and pens. Go figure. But and then they have really fun YouTube videos too, showing different pens. And they had a whole like review of the Hobonichi lineup and stuff. So I was watching them. And then Atlas Stationaries is also another one in the US that I was looking at. And the only reason I didn't use them actually, because I like stores I also have like rewards points that you can add up things. So I almost did them, but it said, because I don't think they had their shipment yet, they were marking things as pre-order.
Oh.
And I'm very impatient, and I'm sorry, and that's a terrible character flaw of my own, but I know it. And if it was going to be any sort of delay, I wanted my planner. Yes. Even though I can't use it for how many more months.
But you had
I wanted to have it. And so when I saw that, I think JetPens had all their
in stock.
Like ready to. That I was like, okay, that's one I'm going to shop at. Well, totally get it, but yeah.
But I guess, and maybe at this planner event, maybe there'll be stencils. You never know.
You know, it's true. So, I mean, Hobonichi might have their stencils, or other companies will have their things. You know, we keep saying Hobonichi, but like, honestly, there was a point when I was looking at some alternatives because I wasn't sure how things were going to work out price-wise. Yes. You know, if like even our U.S. stationery companies were still going to have to, you know, increase their prices to, you know, make their profits. I was looking at some other companies, like I was looking at Hemlock and Oak and Sterling Ink.
Sterling Ink's the one that.
Yeah, and so I think they both have. Oh, and I was looking at Rosy Life plans because that's like very similar to the Hobonichi layout. We actually saw somebody at that Valentine's Day planner event we went to this year that showed us theirs. But I think they're international. I want to say they're from the UK.
Oh,
so I think that's why I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to have extra fees added on. So that's why I didn't look at it. But I was interested in Hemlock and Oak and Sterling Ink. And, you know, I mean, I guess I haven't bought my cousin yet. There's still a chance.
There is.
So something to consider. There's lots out there.
Once I saw the price, and I was like, oh, it looks like Hobonichi is not going to be in the future for me for this year. So I was like, what am I going to use? Where do I go back? Do I go back to rings? Do I try to do a spiral again? Do I make my own again? Or use the one that I'm making? But
we should talk about the one you're making.
I'm making a planner. Total side note. I'm creating a printable planner, but it's more. I don't know how to explain it.
It's like an astrology-based planner. Not based. I mean, it's still an undated planner, but it has extra info about different astrological.
Yes. So I'm very into that, and this is why I created my planner a while ago. I don't like to use separate things, so that's how things get lost. So I'm like, I need a planner that tracks the moon phases, that tells me what's going on, you know, the special events during the month, as well as my everyday planner stuff. And so that's what this is, pretty much. It's kind of like if you're new to it all, but you kind of like to follow that stuff. It tells you, you know, the month, what astrology sign it is, what kind of mood, what, you know, is it going to be spring, vernal equinox, all that stuff. It's still in the works. It's going to be out. But yeah. a little shy.
It's very shy. So we will let you guys know when that's available. It's going to be a printable, I believe.
Yes. So I'm trying to make it very printer friendly. So working on that. And then you can just buy the digital copy and print it on your own.
And it's undated, so you can use it anytime.
Anytime for anything. That was the big thing for me. Like, I'm like, you know, make it you know, how do I make it work? Because some things happen in certain months, in certain dates, but also make it work undated. Because sometimes you just want to start right away. I know someone like that. Yeah. So yeah, nice little segue. But yeah, so yeah. Hopefully, most likely, I will make it work for us. How many people are in there for me to have a Hobonichi? But we shall see. Yeah, it's just a lot going on, and all our small business, you know, people out there. We feel you. We want to support you. We get you. And yeah.
So it's also back to school season.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why we just dealt with all that. I mean, they're back to school, but like there's all that back to school planning, back to school shopping, like everything, and now back to school, which means a lot more events in our planners, lots of things to plan. It's hilarious because I actually sat down. You know, it was a holiday last Monday, so I sat down. I got to plan out my week. I stickered. I was working on, and just for the next day for our plans to change because we got that email from school that there was that event on Friday, and I thought it was the only event, so I had to cancel an appointment and work it around. Stuff, life happens, right? But I'm like, I decided to sticker, and now I have to I used the sticker. The one time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because you might have seen my Instagram post about how I stickered my whole first week of school with all my little cute school based stickers just for them to change the start of the school day or school year.
Yeah, like a whole week.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay.
I just reused the same kit because I had a lot of leftovers from my Shine Sticker Studio because I guess apparently I buy a lot of their back to school. So I had 2 kits actually.
Oh, wow.
One monthly from a bigger one and one actual Hobonichi one. And then I had some other back to school ones. I'm like, you know what? Let me just use Shine Sticker Studio. So I used it for both.
Both
weeks, I think. I used it more for 1 week for the real week because I hadn't stickered ahead, thankfully. And then I just used it for the month, the other one. So it worked out. But yeah, you know that. I feel like,
I know the pain since I always, I seriously, stickering is part of my self-care. Whenever I feel extremely tense, I find myself just planning ahead, just laying down as much as I can in my weekly just so I can, get just make it kind of pretty. Kind of organized, but sometimes I still have to go back and add more. And then I hate when things change because sometimes I'll sticker out a month ahead. And then it's like, no, oops, just kidding. That meeting is moving or that event is not happening or whatever. But
that's why I was like, hey, we're going to have an event, but do not write it in because it might change. Do it on the erasable pen because we were going back and forth. So back to school. It's fun in a way. I have fun planning all this stuff out and figuring out dates, but also stressful.
Rosa's one of our room moms. So she has a little extra stress on top of all the rest of us parents. So yeah.
Last year though.
I know.
That's why I was like, I have to be a room mom again because it's the last time. Forever.
You're so quiet. That's not going to come out.
Okay, good.
No.
Yeah. It's But yeah, we have a lot of events coming up. Lots of events. And I haven't even told you some because I don't have dates for it yet and I won't freak you out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. I want to put it in my planner.
It's field trips. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And that might change. Those can easily change.
Yeah, date wise they could change. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
it's
all next year, so it's okay.
Oh, nothing
this year.
From the end now to December, nothing?
No, okay. I think we have a lot going on already.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of events going on. We're trying not to jam pack everything in one. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, my daughter asked for a planner. So I was really excited. She just I don't remember
planner did she get?
I don't remember. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
I think we just found one at Target during back to school shopping.
I think so too.
Because they have, not just the regular planners in their office section, but they had specific academic year planners out. And so I think she just picked one. I don't honestly remember what brand it was. I don't think it was a name I had heard of. But
is she using it?
No.
Oh.
But I think she intends to, and so that's the point. That there are a lot of events happening. Our kids are in 8th grade, so lots of things in this final year at their school.
And lots of independence and depending on themselves type of thing.
Yeah, it's really trying to get the kids more independence because they're going to be going off to high school and they need to know how to do all these things without us.
Without someone, whether it's us or the teacher reminding them.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're trying to set some good habits in there now. So I'm just excited that she was like, I think I want a planner. I need to have something that I can put all my different things or appointments and different, school, different things, projects, test dates, all that fun stuff.
My son actually asked for a planner. I didn't tell you this.
Uh-huh.
So he had been watching like how to be successful at school or back to school videos before we went back to school, which surprised me. And he was like, this is where he got like the rings that he wanted to hold his note cards. He got an idea for that. He's like, that way I can be organized and they're not all over the place, Mom. And I should get a planner. And I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't get him a planner because I know that they give him a planner.
That's true. The school gives them each a planner, but
I was like, and then honestly, I forgot about it. But he's not using his school planner. I mean, they're just starting.
It's only been a couple of weeks of school.
But, you know, that is going to be something that's implemented anyways in the curriculum. They're supposed to use it, but they haven't. And so he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. No one told us anything. So my point is like, maybe I'm kind of glad that he didn't get his own planner because it would just be there. But I don't know if maybe he had his own one that he picked out. It would be easier than having to look at the school one. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. So I might have to go back to him and ask, did you still want a planner? Because you reminded me right now.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the school one because it's set up with like, it's a vertical, but like each subject has its own horizontal line. Mm-hmm. But they're not very big, the squares. Like if they have assignments that they have to write everything down, like it's sometimes hard to fit it in like one little square.
That's like, wait, they're supposed to write down the assignments. They have a lot of classes. How are they all going to fit there? Yeah. Are they going to shorthand?
Maybe. And so, and I think that's one thing. And then I think my daughter liked the idea of also having the planner at home to have like all, like I said, like her personal things.
Yes.
You know, birthdays or play dates or just going out. Appointments, all sorts of things.
And that's what I think he wanted it too. So I'm like, I don't think he would put his personal stuff in there.
Not
so
maybe, school planner,
So, I mean, I don't even know there's going to be room if he's writing all these assignments. And then we have to sign it and the teacher has to look at it. Mm-hmm. So, remind me, I have to ask him, did you still want a planner? I'm going to have to go planner shopping with my kid.
What about you guys? Do your kids in like the middle school grades use planners yet? Or are they interested in it at all? Or are they like, no, I'm cool?
So we had a parent come up to us, shout out, you know what you're talking about, who told us that her daughter bought a planner and then she sits around and she's younger. So I think it's more about the stickering. And she says, she's like, I'm going to bring my planner. So there are, you know, let us know if your kids just like to be, they see you and they want to be a planner. Mm-hmm. But yes, let us know how does the middle school kids do it, you know? In high school, because now our kids are gonna be.
Yes, please give us tips for high school planning, helping your kids plan for high school. I guess, like I know I had a planner, but there weren't that many different kinds of planners when we were in high school.
It was like the day. I don't even remember. I don't know what day. They sell them at.
I want to say like Daytimer.
Daytimer, yeah, it's very. Is called? Because I'll be honest, even in college, I use like that kind of generic one, and I would pencil everything in. And then I remember also getting a planner from school, but I went to a very small school, and we were all grades, so I don't know if that's a thing in other high schools.
I don't remember.
Mine was a public school, so I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know what the format is. Yeah, but what would work for a high schooler?
I just feel like I remember the planners that I would always use, or like that, like horizontal kind of thing.
It's always horizontal.
It's always like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and like just like open block area for you to write everything in.
Yeah,
or sometimes lined.
Line ones, and then there'll always be like something there, like
but nothing you could decorate. Not really. No. I mean, I guess you could sticker anything really if you try hard enough.
Yeah,
but mine were not pretty.
It always came already. With stuff on it. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I always remember a lot of U.S. flags. Maybe my school was just very patriotic.
Could be.
But I just remember like a lot of like, or maybe they were trying to like align it with the curriculum. There was a lot of like U.S. history stuff and like flags and all that. I don't know. It was weird. Mm-hmm. But like you said, I don't know if they still do that. I don't know if high schools do that. I don't know if that was just my high school thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Tell us, did your high school give you a planner? Because I honestly cannot remember mine.
Because in middle school, they gave me a planner too.
Really?
But of course, it's the same school.
Oh. See, I don't think I got one.
No?
And I went to the same school our kids are going to, and I don't think I got a planner back then.
And they get a planner now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hi.
Oh, hi. Our guests are back.
Our
four-legged friends.
Our four-legged guests.
Yeah. So, well, let us know. Do your schools give out platters? And do your kids use them? And how do you encourage like accountability and independence? And because I feel like writing down your assignments and keeping track of your stuff is like priority one. Like that's number one thing for independence and all that. But let us know. Let us know. So, we have a great season coming up. We have some guest speakers and interviews, and we can't wait. And of course, please follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our channel. We're still doing a giveaway.
Yeah, still trying to get to our 50. Please share. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on Instagram, All the Planner Things Podcast.
If you have any ideas that you want us to discuss on the pod, or any stories that you want us to read up, or anyone you want us to interview, if you want to be on the pod, let us know. Just email us or DM us. We'll gladly have you.
Yes, you can email us at alltheplannerthingspodcast@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram. Can you DM on YouTube?
I don't know.
Anyways, reach out. Let us know. Let us know what you want to see this season. If there's anything new and different, or any person you want us to interview, like she said, or if you want to come talk to us.
Yeah. Yes. This is for you guys as much as it is for us. We love having it. All right. So until next time.
Bye.